running!
No, please.
You can't get away!
My baby. I can't run anymore.
We've got you now! Now!
Please, I'm pregnant, please. Oh!
Gotcha.
No! Ah!
It was just a dream, but her heart pounded in her chest. Sweat covered her forehead. The phone on her nightstand rang, cutting through the silence of her bedroom. She reached for it with shaking hands. It was Chris. He asked if they could meet and talk. He said her avoiding him would not solve anything. They needed to figure this out. A DNA test would prove he was the father, and the law would give him rights. She could fight all she wanted, but she would lose. Kayla considered running. She had money, connections in other countries, but leaving meant abandoning her company, her assets, everything she had built, and deep down, she knew Chris would follow. The determination in his voice told her he would chase her across the world if he had to. Then, everything changed. Chris stopped threatening and started cutting. Flowers arrived at her office every other day. A brand new Mercedes appeared in her parking spot with a note that simply said her Range Rover was not safe enough for a pregnant woman. Kayla sent everything back, but he kept sending more. She unblocked his number because blocking him felt childish now. He called and asked to meet. He said her avoidance would not solve anything, so they needed to talk. They met at a quiet restaurant, and Chris made his proposal simple. Let him be part of her life until she gave birth. After that, he would disappear completely. Kayla did not understand. Why stay until the birth only to leave? Was he planning to take the baby from the hospital? Her mind raced through terrible possibilities. Chris explained patiently. He would never deny a child its mother's love, the same way she was trying to deny their child a father's love. He just wanted to be there for the pregnancy. That was all. She agreed, though she did not trust him. Chris became a different person. He attended every doctor's appointment, asking questions she had not thought to ask. He visited her penthouse and cooked meals because she was too tired. He rubbed her swollen feet without being asked. He was gentle, attentive, and genuinely excited about the baby. Kayla found herself confused. This was not the careless playboy she had studied from a distance. This man was thoughtful and kind. She felt herself softening toward him, but she built walls against those feelings. This was temporary. He would leave. When she was 8 months pregnant, Chris suggested moving into her guest room. She could not stay alone in that big penthouse while heavily pregnant. What if she went into labor in the middle of the night? Despite all her wealth, Kayla had never liked people around her. She had no living staff, no family nearby. She was always alone. It made sense. Chris moved in. The arrangement worked better than she expected. He gave her space, but was always there when she needed him. They watched movies together, talked about baby names, prepared the nursery. Kayla caught herself laughing at his jokes, looking forward to seeing him each morning. Then, labor came fast and hard at 3 in the morning. Chris drove her to the hospital, held her hand through the contractions, stayed by her side through everything. She gave birth to a healthy baby girl. When Kayla woke up after sleeping for a few hours, Chris was gone. Just gone. As promised. She felt a crushing disappointment she had not expected. She had to call her assistant to help her home. In her big empty penthouse with her new baby, Kayla felt the silence like a physical weight. She called Chris, asked why he left the hospital. He said simply that he was keeping his promise to her. She did not know what to say. This was what she wanted, what they agreed on. So why did it feel so wrong? Days passed. She missed him. She missed his presence, his help, his smile. She started texting him, calling him. He always answered, always gave her his full attention. The relationship grew naturally from there. After 2 months of phone calls and occasional visits, Kayla asked if he wanted to co-parent properly. Chris smiled that same slow smile from her office months ago, but this time, it made her heart warm instead of twist with fear. She moved into his house. They were not married, but they were together in every way that mattered. They raised their daughter as a team. One night, after putting the baby to sleep, Chris confessed something. He had liked her from the first moment he saw her at his club, but he knew she was the type of woman who would never let anyone in easily. So when she got pregnant and pushed him away, he made a plan. He knew that taking care of her, being present and patient, would break through her walls. He had been right. Kayla laughed and called him manipulative. But she was not angry. She had tried to use him for his genetics. He had used her pregnancy to win her heart, so they were even. Their daughter grew up in a home filled with love, raised by two strong-willed people who had both learnt that control was an illusion. Sometimes the best things in life were the ones you never planned for.